Hey guys, Progressive Programming. We're gonna talk about the month of January's skill practice. So throughout this month, we're gonna be using handstand push-ups, working from a strict format into maybe some kipping format, depending on where our strength level falls. The goal is to work on head placement as we work our way into the kipping handstand push-up. Now, so often we wanna think of how are we supposed to lower ourselves down into that rack or that headstand position. We wanna think about having a tripod between your head and your two hands. Now, if we find ourselves coming straight down, this is not a really balanced position when you think of balancing on your head to transition power into a kip. So what we want to do is develop some good movement patterns so we can practice that head placement. Whether you have kipping handstand push-ups or you're still working on progressing to them, let's work through this progression as even maybe a warm-up until we get to the more higher skill deficit progression. So we're going to begin with a pike push-up. Now all we're doing here is we're gonna use our body weight, we're gonna get slightly inverted into a down dog position. Right here I have a little line. Make sure you check with your coach before you put lines on the floor, but it's some sidewalk chalk so it'll come off nice and easy. Starting off with my hands just behind this line, going into this down dog position, pushing my shoulders back. From here, I'm gonna shift my weight forward, keeping my elbows in, bring my head down to the top of the head, and press straight back. Now, the goal is to bring my head out in front. You know, like I said earlier, the goal is head placement so we can get into this tripod. This can be done correctly more challenging than it looks. So if we have a hard time holding ourselves, we can use either an ab mat or up to maybe 2 ab mats at the most. The other option is using a band for assistance. When I come up and over, I tie it down, bring it to my waist, and I'm back into that tripod position where I can have some slight assistance pulling me back up. Now, if this is still not enough assistance, we can always increase the resistance on the band by going out further. Back here, come down, press straight back. Now, remember, the goal is to focus on that head placement. So if we're missing that range of motion, let's go down to an assisted band. Now, the next option would be the box pike push-up in the same position. We're just gonna use a little bit more of an inversion by placing our feet up on this box. From here, I'm locked into place. I'm coming down to this tripod position, press straight back through, ending at the top. We want to try to get ourselves inverted as much as possible. So imagine hips, shoulders, and wrists looking like this. After we've practiced that progression and worked on that head placement, we will then take it to the wall. And with the wall, we want to make sure we're still working on that head placement. So if you need to use an ab mat, up to 2 ab mats just to kind of have that head placement target, we can use that. But the goal is we're still working on lowering ourselves down to that headstand. From there, we'll transition to more of a kip. And if we have room for a lot more work, let's take it over to a deficit, increasing the deficit to find that challenging effort. So same thing here, challenge it out with a strict press or take it to a kip to be efficient. Have fun.